All praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach His word in truth and sincerity and who will well. Salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching the same word and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Just want to do a quick video, quick sit down on a couple of scriptures on how the Lord has chosen Israel. Okay, the Lord has chosen Israel to do what? To be His righteous judges on earth, truthfully, in truth and in sincerity. And who are the sons of Israel? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. You know, the reason why we're going through what we're going through in this earth right now is to do what? Two things. Is to learn how to not rule in wickedness, and what happens when the world is enveloped, engulfed in wickedness. And the second thing is how to rule in righteousness and in order. And that's what this word is for. This word is for you, children of Israel, man. Not for the whole world, okay? This is Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And what is our land? Our land is in Israel, man. That land belongs to us, not the so-called Palestinians, not the so-called Jew, but to us. Who's going to put us in that land? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And that's the Lord's mercy. He didn't leave us in this condition to be constantly overwhelmed by oppression. He didn't set us here to leave us here. He set us here to correct us. And so in that correction, the Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. The strangers are the Israelite foreigners. You know, those people who go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Those strangers who didn't know who they were, living lives of the other nations. And truthfully, they go back to us. At one point, we were strangers. But then the Lord brought us back by way of His Son through His word, okay? This is Isaiah 11:10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And that root is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Yahweh Shai the Anointed, okay? And he is that root of Jesse. And he's standing for an ensign of the people, and to it the Gentiles shall seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And those Gentiles were us, the children of Israel, who were lost from their identity, lost in their heritage, didn't know who they were. But then coming back through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we rejoin, and we're part of that branch. And in it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the isles of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So all those people out of all those nations that I just read, and all the rest of the nations are all across the earth, those are the children of Israel, the Israelite foreigners, okay? The people that look like the other nations, but they go back to their forefathers. But their forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? And the Lord said He was going to do what? He was going to assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah, the northern and the southern kingdom, man. And that's what the Lord, how is the Lord going to do that? By way of His word, the prophets on the streets. Okay? Starting off with the apostles and the elders. Alright? So we have a great gift coming to us from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that gift started when Yahweh Shai died and rose 2,000 years ago. And now He's back by way of His apostles and elders through His word. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to my fellow Akim, the hopeful elect, the elect. Shalom.